is stacked in the hall and it's attracting flies.
Right.
And you never took the dog out and it's pissed and shit everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. Just when you think your job's bad,
yes,
then you got to go home.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
And in environment news today,
yes,
electric vehicles, clean energy, and public transit are in the 1.5 billion trillion. God.
Right.
Now, they're in that infrastructure bill, of course, that the House just passed.
Yes.
And, of course, Biden's out there giving his speech yesterday like, oh, it's a good thing. Everybody's going to be fine. Hey, what say we all go out for ice cream?
Right.
Yeah. It doesn't mean anything. Nothing's happening yet.
Right.
You know, there's that funny little process that nobody's talking about. It has to get through the paper-ripping Senate first. You know, you gotta...
Right.
Well, that infrastructure bill, here's what it means. Quote, Dr. Jane Markham, an environmental scientist, says it's going to increase our carbon footprint over 380% in the next 5 years. Well done.
Right.
And then, of course, for some reason, they have a picture of Joe Biden in a sweater and a blue baseball hat in front of an Amtrak train pointing off to camera left.
Right.
And back over to entertainment news now.
Yes.
Big Bird's official Twitter account has shared that the Sesame Street icon got the COVID-19 today. Apparently, Sesame Street is announcing that we're going to kill off Big Bird to hammer home just how important getting these vaccinations really is. We'll scare them into it.
Right.
And finally tonight, in a breaking report from a recent statement by Kylie Jenner.
yes,
Of course, you remember this is some Kardashian chick that's...
yes.
Right.
I don't know. She's got a big ass. I don't know.
Right.
Well, she has said in a press conference tonight
Yes.
that she's confirmed that every time she has been with Travis Scott, of course, that's the rapper with the needle attacks in the crowd, right? Well, she says that she confirms that every time she's been with him, she has felt a tiny prick as well.
Right.
Right? So there you go. That's your news. All right. Thank you.
Right.
All right. Well, check that one off the old list. And now, really? Okay. All right. Well, that's what he's saying. Yeah. All right.
Right.
Okay. Well, now we're going to go for our second commercial break.
Yes.
Not bad for a 2-hour show. Huh?
Yes.
Right.
We're going to go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we've got, of course, Ned Peterson's report. We got Dick Gently with your week's weather outlook for last week. Oh, trust me, it's accurate.
Right.
And well, I've got some opinions. I got some opinions to go through. So go get some more coffee. We'll be back in 2.
I'm here to tell you about saving money on your cellular service. All right, here we have cups of coffee from the same pot. These are more expensive. This one, just $1. Which would you buy? It's simple, right? That's why thousands of people have switched to Pure Talk. They use the same network as the larger providers. That's right, the same network for much less. With plans at $30 a month for unlimited talk, text, and 6 gigs of data. Look at these stats. The average family saves over $70 a month by switching to Pure Talk. And you get to keep the same phone and same phone number with no contract, no hassle, and no hidden fees. You get unlimited talk, text, and 6 gigs of data for just $30 a month. And remember, You'll get the same number of bars because it's on the same network as the larger providers. Saving is easy. Dial pound 250 and say Pure TV to save 50% off your first month. Pure Talk. Simply smarter wireless.
Men over 45, do you have a frequent urgent need to urinate day and night? I have good news. Presenting the UroLift system, an outpatient treatment that simply reopens the channel to increase flow with no cutting. Yes.
Most side effects are mild to moderate. Serious bleeding and infection events are rare. Visit urolift.com.
Ask your urologist about UroLift or call 800-752-1100 today.
At SquirrelArms.com, we specialize in custom rifles built to your needs and specifications. We also do ownership transfers, gun sales, and even NFA items and complete processing. We're 100% veteran-owned and operated, and are Class 2 SOT and Type 7 FFL certified. We are your one-stop licensed custom firearms manufacturer located in beautiful north central Texas. Give us a call at 940-386-4628, email us at info@SquirrelArms.com, or visit SquirrelArms.com today.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit mypillow.com.
Tell me, can you hear it?
Right.
That's right, man. We back.
Did you think Al Pacino did a good job as Spectre?
I would say yes.
Yes.
But I don't really remember. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. No, I couldn't really tell you. I don't know.
Right.
You know, there's certain things in film
Yes.
that you remember. Like,
Yes.
you know, like William Shatner's hair in Star Trek 1. Right?
Right.
You know. Ruprecht putting a fork in his eye.
Right.
Right? You know, those kind of things.
Yes.
You know. But, yeah, I don't remember that. I don't know. It could be. Could be.
The music is fantastic. Oh, you got to hear it.
We'll try and hear it past the music.
Right.
It's kind of hard to make out with the music. You know.
I have.
Did you do music? Yeah. Yeah. Well, sure you did. Of course you did.
I had been directing a film I called The Captains. I had gone in search of the people who played the captains on Star Trek, the human beings.
Yeah.
I wanted to see what we all had in common. It would have been impossible for me to do if I hadn't been lent a plane by this wonderful Canadian company called Bombardier. And I flew around various parts of the world to find the actors and interview them. And in the process of doing research on Patrick Stewart, I realized that Patrick Stewart, with all his gravitas, was seriously meant that his life, all his work, had led up to playing Captain on Star Trek, Captain Picard.
Yeah.
And that when he spoke to the press, he was very proud of that fact. And I realized that somewhere in the many years between my playing the part of Captain Kirk and doing publicity for all these things, people say, well, it's Star Trek and beam me up Scotty. And I'm saying, yeah, and I'm laughing it off.
Yes.
That I'd lost the knowledge, the intimacy of Star Trek's place in our culture.
Right.
And
Yes.
and in talking to Patrick, I suddenly remembered what it was I had contributed, what I had done. Further embraced, by the way, enhanced by directing another documentary called Fan Addicts, which will be out 6 months or a year, in which I discovered sort of the mythology of Star Trek and what my contribution was. And suddenly I remembered the pride I took.
Yeah, well, that's good because, you know, for the last, 40-odd 5 years or whatever, you've just been laughing at it. Like, you know.
Right.
So, I don't know. I kind of think that ship has sailed, Bill.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you...
we all hold, although you in this subdued studio, things you love, looking into the microphone, you're alone in the studio, and you're not. You're surrounded by people you know, and this microphone ultimately becomes your friend, and it's almost you've got a windscreen. All that interferes.
Ding, 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 ding. Fucking focus, dipshit.
Oh, my.
Mr. T would be proud of you.
I know. Well, welcome back to your Coffee and Cigarettes Monday Mocha for this beautiful Monday that we're all very happy to see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Not so good, but what the hell? It's here. Gotta do something about it. Yeah. So, yeah, interesting points, Bill, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, you basically realize now, I guess, when all is said and done,
Yes.
you've really just squandered your whole fucking life. You really have. As death creeps ever closer. Yeah. It's,
Right.
yeah. I don't know. And you mentioned earlier, too, you mentioned Steve Jobs.
Yes.
Of course, talking about, that moment that he was passing on and him saying, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Right? That, yeah. I don't know. Maybe he was finally coming to the realization
Yes.
that it's just a fucking computer. It's not, anything like,
Right.
like, well, I think people hold a lot of regarding computers that just isn't fucking warranted.
Yes.
Like,
Right.
I mean, yeah, there's these great tools, and they do all these fancy, funky things,
Yes.
and we can do things like, I don't know, cut out vinyl stickers and stick them on our car with them.
Right.
You can you can message what you think is a Russian bride, and it's really some fucking Gambian, trying to take your money.
Right.
And then the technology's gotten so good that they've made, an entire desktop computer and its power and its awesomeness, squished down into the size of your hand so you can be annoyed fucking everywhere. Right? I think what he was actually realizing at the moment of death, I think he was realizing, what have I fucking done to these people? Right?
Right.
Yeah, I don't...
That's what they've done. They've reached a particular point that they feel they're untouchable.
Well, he was dying, Louis. It was pretty much,
Right.
it's not... it's not a...
That was a mistake on my part.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, pay attention. What is it you say, Gilbert?
Fucking focus, dipshit.
It's about fucking time. Move on.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, show. Yeah. I got it. No problem. Well, moving on, of course, it is coming up time for Ned Peterson.
Yes.
But Biff has just so eloquently informed me in the middle of that little last thing I was doing
Yes.
Right.
that we've actually had a musical request.
Yes.
One of the listeners to the show has not heard Thin Ice in a long time, they said. So they're requesting Thin Ice. And I know we haven't done that in a good, month or a couple of months anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so here it is, a Thin Ice for you, a little Pink Floyd. Mama loves a baby. Ken Tamplin. Daddy loves you too. And the sea may look warm to you, babe. In the sky.